They turn on the studio lights. Forgot I have to put the set list together for this tour. Getting the old band laptop out. Get this done. We'll listen to some YouTube while I'm working. Uploading the vlog for tonight. And then I have to leave in about 3.5 hours for production. Because we want to sound good for you guys. We want to make sure that these sets rip. So, okay. Headed to production day now. The time has come. We're gonna run through these songs, make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna get on the road tomorrow. God, it smells so bad in here. Ugh. Bro, this van stinks, man. Ugh. Awful. All right, let's do it. I ordered McDonald's. Well, we're back at the State Theater. Gorgeous town, beautiful town. Havre race. So man, it's trash day, so. Oh yeah. Oh hey guy. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
You know where to set it up now. Nobody has to say anything.
Dude, that's so fun.
It's all still there.
Yeah.
It's still spiked.
Our tape's still there, yeah.
And the gremlins have begun.
Hi.
I can't hear anything!
It's humming and buzzing and can't hear anything, and this is all par for the course.
Boy, I love this room. Love this room, baby.
Feels like we were just here like 2 weeks ago. Okay, fast forward. We did it. We did it good. Everybody did
We're
good.
almost married, full hey, it's over. It's over, dude.
We ready for tour?
Yeah. Wait, we're going on tour?
You didn't?
I am.
You didn't?
I thought we were just getting together to pal around.
Nobody told you?
No, we were just practicing.
We're touring, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the fans want to see a rig rundown too, by the way.
I gotta go pack my shit.
They've been asking about this for years, and we got to finally give it to them.
Okay.
A rig rundown. All right, I'm gonna go eat some pizza and pack up. All right, here I am, the eve of the last leg of the fall tour, and I am always going through the same states of emotion where I'm anxious and excited and kind of sad, happy that I can still do this. But yeah, anxious because it's a lot to prepare for. You know, in this case, I'm only leaving for like, I don't know, 12 days. So it's not a whole lot to pack, but still, you know, a lot to think about in terms of like, all right, what am I gonna bring with me? Do I need to bring all the stuff I brought last time? Should I bring the Steam Deck? Of course I should bring the Steam Deck. I hope the set's good. I hope people like the shows. I hope none of the gear messes up. I don't feel like going anywhere. You know, it's all those feelings all at once. You know, excited because we're gonna get out there and rip it like we always do and put on the best show possible. And you know, we usually have a good time doing that. Sad because I'm gonna be leaving the family again, and that's a bummer. Always a bummer. The kids hate it. You know, the wife hates it too. But you know, the kids have grown up with this, and they get it. They definitely miss me, and I miss them awfully, horribly. And then you know, my wife's just gonna hold it down while I'm gone. So she crushes it, and I'm just super grateful for her. Those are sort of all the feelings I feel. And then, you know, just sort of like, okay, let's get this going, you know. But so yeah, catch Ballyhoo in Midwest. We're leaving tomorrow. We're gonna drive to Indiana so we can pick our bandwagon up on Thursday morning, play in Indy that night, Thursday night, and make our way through Cleveland, Chicago, and all that. So check the dates at ballyhoorocks.com. Tonight's question is from Seneca Jude Harris. Let me put my old man glasses on. Party on, Wayne. Do you ever feel like just taking the day off? How do you convince yourself to snap back to feeling and acting like a 17-year-old punk rocker? Like when you just don't have the energy? That's a great question, Seneca. Well, Yeah, I want to take days off all the time. I work so much. I have so much time to work. Like, I don't work a job anymore. So like, this is it. This is what I do, right? So cutting out the serving bartending job, that just freed up at least 10 to 12 hours of my day. I remember back in 2013 when I was, thinking about, quitting. We had just gotten off our tour. I think we did our tour with Summer Sickness tour with Authority Zero, 2013. And I remember thinking, like, I can't go back home after all this, because it was a great tour, and just serve breadsticks to people, and take a bunch of shit from a bunch of strangers running me around. I can't go back and do that anymore. And I need to either go all in or not, because this is going to take forever if we keep doing it like this. And it's never going to get anywhere. And I'm just going to be frustrated. And, luckily my job was awesome, and they let me leave and come back. At that point, I'd been working there for about 11 years. Yeah, I made the scary decision to quit that job and just focus solely on music. And I just went in, So ever since then, that time was freed up for me to work all day long on music or anything creative, So I started learning how to engineer myself, how to use Pro Tools and Logic, how to use, at the time I was using Premiere to edit any sort of videos that we were making, and it wasn't a whole lot back then. Finally, I guess, after my dad died in 2016, I spent most of 2017 like sulking and just trying to figure out what the hell I was doing with my life. I was like mid-30s, and things hadn't really popped off. We sort of plateaued. I was able to get some money from my dad's passing, which was very nice of him to leave. It wasn't a lot, he wasn't like rich or anything, but I was able to buy an iMac and a nice interface and a good microphone, and I just kind of started from there, just really going at it. And I'd started producing bands, Bumpin' Uglies and Silhouette Rising, and then the projects that would become the Callisto stuff, and a bunch of bands since then. And I started making videos in 2018 probably, like started vlogging, and I started going hard on YouTube with the Song of the Day in 2019. I got monetized, live streaming and just producing, making Ballyhoo songs, obviously, touring, doing everything I could to just like pull money in. I started a podcast in 2018, just trying to create revenue streams, build the music catalog, so the streaming checks would go up, and kept my head down this whole time. And then, I would get burnt out, but I just kept going. I never stopped. I mean, I was pulling, 14, 15, 16-hour days sometimes, just working on this stuff. And then I guess, around 2020, when the world ended, I went harder into live streaming, because that's really all I could do. And then the band was doing like a stream every other month or so. It's pretty much all we could do. And I got more familiar with Final Cut and even deeper into producing and engineering. Once we got back on the road in 2021, everything resumed again. And I think by that time I'd started to feel more frequently burnt out. And I was trying to figure out a way to like scale it back, and we, of course we were happy to be back on the road, but we weren't playing as much as we had used to. Like, we used to do like 200 shows a year or something like that. That's a lot of shows, and especially if you add up all the travel in between all that. And so, yeah, it just never ended, it seemed. I remember I wrote I Don't Want to Go. I wrote that at like the end of summer 2017, and I was already feeling it then. Like that song is about like not wanting to do any of this anymore. Like, I just want to stay home. I'm tired of talking to people at the merch table. I'm tired of always working, always grinding, and just feeling like it was just inching my way through this, you know? And that just gets so frustrating and so tiresome, exhausting. And you know, I feel defeated a lot. Even now, I still feel defeated sometimes, you know, and it gets hard. So I find myself, you know, taking a lot more frequent breaks, and that's happened the last few years. Just taking more breaks because I do have all day. I have all this time, you know, so just you start getting weird, feeling weird, stop for a bit, come back to it. I could stop for hours. Sometimes I'll stop for a day, you know, and just play video games or just watch YouTube or just do something completely like unrelated to any of this, just to decompress. So yeah, I'm finding that I'm not necessarily like forcibly telling myself to take a break these days lately. I'm just sort of like just doing it out of habit. And now I've gotten to the point where, you know, around 4 o'clock, I don't feel like doing anything anymore. Like, cause I'm always up with the kids 6, 7 in the morning. So when they're on the bus, you know, I'm down here working. Sometimes I get my son up at 6 and then I'll come right down here and start working. Other times, you know, it'll be mess around, do some random stuff and make coffee and then get Halo on the bus at 8:30 and then it's time to get to work. But yeah, I definitely just found myself just taking more breaks just because now. And I'd heard some stuff, read some stuff where people were saying like, you know, working harder doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen any faster. You know, at some point you have to really strategize and work smarter. And I've been just trying to do that, you know, and just sort of like let the process happen and not feel so strapped and stressed about it. And I haven't had as many projects going at the same time. You know, last year was pretty crazy with the Shell Shock album. Man, I was putting in hours, man. Especially after the hard drive crash, the great hard drive crash of 2023. I was putting in like 18-hour days, you know, trying to finish that record. And that sucked. You know, ever since then, I think I've really dialed it back. And yeah, you got to go back to feeling like a kid again. You have to let yourself experience other things sometimes and just cleanse the palate and just get kind of back to like, I don't know, just feel kind of normal, you know, instead of always just like in grind hustle mode. I love hustle mode, man. I'm fucking huge on just getting it, you know. I love it. I love the feeling. I love what I do. I love that I still get to do this and I make money from it, and like I'm so grateful for what I have and being able to support a family and have a house. But I've learned to really just take some time, dial it back, and not be so goddamn stressed out about it. But yeah, you know, that's how you do it, really. I mean, you just got to talk to yourself and just say, all right, man, how serious is this? It's probably not that serious. So just like do what you do it really well. I make a lot of mistakes when I move too fast. I'd rather just get it right the first time or as close to the first time as possible and just, you know, put out the best thing, whatever it is, whether it's a song or an album or a video or a podcast episode or whatever, or advice to my kids. I want to make sure it's the best thing possible, you know? So take your time, slow down. It's not that crazy. It's not that serious. That's, you know, yeah. So if you're feeling low energy, if you're feeling burnt out, if you just can't do this right now, stop. Just stop what you're doing. It'll be there when you get back, you know? Obviously there's some things that are pressing, some things that we have to get done, you know, time sensitive, whatever. But, you know, when you're writing an album, you know, or you're crafting the perfect YouTube video, you don't have to do it all in one day. You can take your time, you know, don't rush it, make it the best it can be. On the opposite, if you're feeling it and you're in a flow and you're going, absolutely get it done and put it out. Just put it out to the world, you know. You just have to be disciplined enough to decide which is which. When is it time to really knuckle down and finish this project, or when is it time to take a step back and sort of cleanse your palate and just reassess, make sure things are going in the right direction, and then get back to it when you feel stoked about it again. The last thing I'll say, when I do feel like stuck or bummed out about something, or it's not coming out the way I liked, or I don't know, I get whatever, I'll just stop, and then I'll come back to it the next day. I'm fresh, I'm ready to go, I'm good. I get back to it, and it ends up being awesome, you know? So hit me with any other questions in the comments, guys. Like, let me know what you want to pick my brain about. Like, what can I help you with? Like, is there anything you need some insight on something? Like hit me up. I would love to, keep these kinds of videos going. Like, I like mixing the vlog with like sort of these industry tips or whatever you want to call it, workflow tips and stuff. We just announced our winter tour. You can go to ballyhoorocks.com and grab tickets right now. We're heading out for our tour tomorrow in the Midwest. It's going for about 2 weeks, and then we're done for the year. I've got two solo gigs. I'm going to play at Secrets on December 13th in Ocean City, and I'm playing at the Reckless Shepherd on December 14th in Columbia, Maryland. So plenty of cool shows to get out to. I hope to see you guys in the wintertime. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll catch you on the next one.